What up, everybody? It's me, Confan Johnson, and hello, DC Legends of Tomorrow fans, and Arrow fans, and Flash fans, and welcome to my review of, my second review of DC's Legends of Tomorrow Pilot Part 2. Yes, are they going to stop Vandal Savage for good? Find out on this review of DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Yes, what? Hello guys, and welcome to my Pilot Part 2 review. Yes, we saw from last week's episode, it was a brilliant first episode of Legends of Tomorrow, and now it's gone even better. Yes, we have a surprising death, and a really twisty time travelling event happened as well. And we had a surprising cameo as well in this week's Legends of Tomorrow, and it was perfect, as brilliant, as epic as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my review of Pilot Part 2. Boom. Yes, as we know, as from last week's episode, we saw the concluding characters and everything. So here's the synopsis of the episode. Tripped off to Vandal Savage whereabouts, the team intervenes and Montrose deal with Professor Stein as the leader. Sharing of some of the virulent criminals in the world, things quickly go bad from worse when Savage realizes they don't belong there, and a massive fight unsures a piece of Atom suit falls off into the wrong hands, which could probably cause the deadly crisis in the future. Stein realizes the best way to retrieve the missing piece is contact a brilliant man, his younger self. He, Sarah, and Jax head off in search of a young Martin Stein, much to Rip's coronation. Meanwhile, Star and Rory plan to still kill Emily and to defeat the Savage, but still unsure of his new teammates. Ray demands to come along on the mission. Yes, it was an absolutely brilliant episode. Yeah, as you it was actually a brilliant episode throughout the beginning of the episode, and yes, it was. And they go to Norway, 1975, still in 1975, and trying to find Savage. But it doesn't go to plan that much. And yes, Snart, Stein, Rory, and Canary go into become criminals and pretend to buy out and trying to buy out the nuclear missile. But yeah, it goes to plan, but sometimes it doesn't. It didn't. And yeah, Vandal Savage says they're here. Yeah, get images of Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and yeah, it went to bad to worse. And yes, yeah, how much? Just them putting guns up and just shoot. And yeah, Dominic Frenner's performance as Heatwave is so funny and just brilliant. I know I haven't seen Prince of Break. I need to watch Prince of Break before I watch the new series. But yeah, it was just really funny. Just want to buy the missile. And yeah, and Heatwave says, "Oh, well done, well done, Professor. You want a missile, a nuclear missile." Yeah. Yeah, it was just really funny and brilliant at the same time. And yeah, Casper Crump's performance as Vandal Savage keeps going better and better throughout the episodes. And yes, it was compared this week. We will see in episode 6, 2046, when the team goes to 2046, and we see Conic Hawk and the future version of Green Arrow. Yes, we do. In episode 6. So yeah, yes, but yeah, we're still into Norway, and we're still bidding for the nuclear missile. And yeah, and you see Vandal Savage go to the way of ways. And yeah, we see Oh, sorry, guys. But yeah, it was a really, really good episode and just amazing and funny. It's still funny, but there was some upsetting scenes we saw in the episode. And yeah, we're seeing some changing parts in the episode, but yeah, it was just really, really good. This part of the episode, this was actually my favourite part of the episode, and the piece of the episode of Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah, this one was when they were just bidding for the nuclear missile, and it doesn't go to plan. No, it doesn't. It was a really, really perfect way to do this episode of a conclusion of a two-part series premiere, and yeah, it was just really, really good and brilliant at the same time. Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was. Bye for the future. Yeah. But yeah, it was just the way how each character was developed in this episode and how it became epic, amazing, and just emotional in this episode. But yeah, it was just really, really dramatic and really, really good, and just loved how this episode was created and performed by each and every actor in this episode. I really, really enjoyed it, and yeah, I really, really did, guys, and it was fantastic and brilliant. So yeah, yes, as we can see, yes, Damien Dark makes an appearance in the second episode of of this episode, and yeah, Damien Dark is one of the bidders, and yeah, and sees unlikely members like yeah, but yeah, he wrote it back off, yeah, like that. But yeah, it was just really, really good, and just seeing Damon Dark in this episode. Yeah. But yeah, it was really, really good, and a fan fan fiction brilliant episode, and it was awesome and amazing and fantastic how they done this episode. And yeah, I loved how the mission was going on throughout the episode. And yeah, it was just like, oh yeah, let's do this. Boom, ban action. And then it went into the fight between every single criminal in the world. Yeah, it was fantastic and just brilliant and amazing. Hell yeah, it was. I loved it. It was so good, brilliant, and epic. Hell yeah, it was. I loved it. It was such an imaginative episode and brilliant episode. Hell yeah, it was. I loved it. It was a fan. Sorry, I had to go in here because it was going to be talky. But yeah, it was a really, really fantastic episode, and just how they delivered this episode, and just amazing. And yeah, it was just oh shit, how this episode was going to bad to worse, and for the team, and yeah, yes, as the Atom just drops the minimizer out of his suit. Yeah, it was really, really good and just amazing, fantastic, and epic at the same time. Hell yeah! I loved how the fight scenes were going out, and just seeing just seeing Vandal Savage looking at every single hero, and just in a dramatic way, and it was really, really good. And yes, it was about time where Jackson takes flight to go nuclear, yeah, and absorb the nuclear power to his strength. It did. It really, really did go to strength, and it was just basically it's time to save this world, save this power. And yeah, as you can see, Jackson going nuclear for the first time to take absorbing everything out of the nuclear missile, and just like that. So, oh, whoa, that is freaking awesome. It was, and yeah, it was just really, really good, fantastic, and amazing, and brilliant this episode it was, and I love every single minute, and yeah, I nearly cried at the end of the episode, yeah. But yeah, it was just a really, really great episode, and just amazing at how they delivered this episode. And yes, we go to the scene where Carter, when Carter tries to Caitlin Saunders, yes, trying to remember of what remember of her past lives, and it does work, and sometimes it didn't. But yeah, it was just a really, really remarkable scene between Falk and Kira Ring in this, and it was just really, really good and fantastic. And then they discover the sword, the sword what they got stabbed with from Agent Egypt, and yeah, it was just whoa, okay. But yeah, it was just really, really good how the 11th episode became an epic blockbuster episode. It did, and I really, really enjoyed it, and it was just really, really freaking good and awesome. Yeah, but yeah, they go. Yes, Jackson. Yeah, Jackson. Stein, and Sarah go to Ivantown 1975 to find Stein's younger self to help him to to build um something to stop Vandal Savage. And yeah, it doesn't go to plan. It does. Sometimes it didn't, but sometimes it did not. And yeah, and Stein's future was going hand in the balance. It did. Yes, and Stein, he would never met his wife for the first time, and in 1975, and he would never got married, and yeah, but yeah, it was just complex of an episode and just brilliant throughout, and it was just really, really good. And Victor Victor Garber was a brilliant outset in this episode, and just brilliant throughout this episode. Yeah, Victor Garber was really, really good in this episode. It was just really, really good, and just a lot of comedy still in this episode, and yeah, it was just really, really good, and just how they try to fix the Stein's future, but it doesn't go to plan. It really doesn't. It doesn't go to plan when Sarah just Sarah just knocks Jan Stein in the head and just get out of there like that. And then when Stein finds out that his ring's gone, and Stein didn't go to his younger self didn't go to the place to meet his wife for the first time, and it was really, really fantastic and brilliant and awesome at the same time. It was just really, really good how this delivered, and yeah, and then Stein had to go into younger Stein and said, "What the hell is happening here? What is this?" Like that, and said, "Okay, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be here." And yeah, he was just stubborn. His younger self was just stubborn and just a bastard, really. Yeah, and yeah, it was just some mid language in this episode, but yeah, it was just really, really good and fantastic throughout. And yeah, Rip Hunter was peed off because and yeah, it was just really, really good and fantastic at the same time. Yeah, it was just really, really good and brilliant, and yeah, and so yeah, it was just really, really good, and just how the cast was delivered from this episode, and I can't wait for more of this series to come of epic 16 episodes. Hell yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it was just how and the pilot, the first part to the second part was brilliant and fantastic, and now we're getting more excited and hyped for the next episode throughout the next 16 weeks. And yeah, it was just really, really good how Arthur Darvill's character was delivered in this episode, and epic at the same time. And yeah, meanwhile, Vandal Savage discovers a bit of a pit of discovers out Atom Ray's minimizer, and he was really peed off. Vandal Savage just said, yeah, oh yeah, this does work for 24 hours, and the man says, oh, it will take weeks, months. Vandal Savage doesn't give a shit. He just goes badass motherfucker on them. And yeah, oh yeah, like that. And yes, Vandal Savage keeps on going, and Stein. So meanwhile, Snart, Rory, and Ray. No, Leland, Rory, and Ray go to breaking into a mansion and trying to get the sword, what Vandal Savage used to kill killed Carter and Kendra in their first life. And yeah, it was just really, really how this bit was developed, and the scenes between Whitful Miller and Brandon Wolf, how it was just educated in this part. And yeah, and they got trapped, of course, because of him. And Hero said, oh yeah, we should not bring him. Yeah, me, Ray. But yeah, it was just really, really good how this was developed in this epic moments of time continuum. And yeah, it was just really, really good how this was delivered. And when we get into the shocking death of the second episode, which is the main character gets killed. I know some of you haven't seen it, but yeah, this includes spoilers. Yeah. So yeah, we go straight to a fantastic way to stop how Ray and Snart just going head to head, just fight and battle, because they just smashed everything in it. And Snart said, "Oh, this is not about you. It's just about all the glory in that." And yes, we go to where Canary is high on drugs because of Biro, and then they're trying to get Ray's fin back, minimizer back, and yeah, they actually did. And yeah, so later boys, that's what Canary Sarah said, later boys, yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really quick. Oh, that was quick. So yeah, later. So yeah, later. Peace. And yeah, it was just really, really funny, and just how this was delivered, and this was awesome and fantastic at the same time. Yeah, it was, guys. It was just brilliant and fantastic throughout. So, yeah, I loved Caitlin Lott's character so much. She has been one of my favourite characters from Arrow until now. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed this freaking awesome episode. And yeah, until we get into the saving part, yes, until we get into where Snart, Leland and Rory and Ray discovers that they broke into Vandal Savage's house. Yes. And yeah, and it just goes trouble after trouble after trouble. And he asks, bring your team. Just the one of the two I want. And yeah, it was just really, really remarkable how this bit was epic, and the action scenes between this episode and it was just really, really good. And just start saying to Carter, said, "Oh, kill the son of a bitch." Yeah, and it was just really, really good and just fantastic. How it was a dramatic moment in this episode, and it was just really, really good and fantastic. And yeah, Vandal Savage got stabbed. Yeah, but it was too late. But yeah, it was just really. I loved the fighting scenes between Vandal Savage, Carter, and Kendra. Well, well, it was between Carter versus Savage. Yeah. Boom. And then yeah, it was just really, really dramatic. How, and then afterwards, when Carter fights, stabs stabs that Savage in the stomach, he just goes, and then yes, as you can see, and then then Hawkman is dead, and Kendra is just really, really upset and saying, Carter, Carter. I wanted to tell him I remembered everything. So poor Kendra, and just I was shocked from this death. And yeah, is he going to come back? Well, we have to find out. Yeah, rip Hawkman. Seriously, rip Hawkman. Seriously. And yeah, yes, Pilot Part 2 was fantastic, amazing, brilliant, and epic and amazing. The shocking death from saying goodbye to Hawkman, and the team said for Carter. Yeah, to get revenge. Yes, and the team will have to seek revenge. What happened to their teammate? And yeah, it was Pilot Part 2 was fantastic, brilliant, and epic and amazing. So the verdict of Pilot Part 2, I'm going to give it 9.5, 9.5 out of 10 because it was really good and awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and see you soon in a bit. Bye. Whoa. What an episode of This Is Legends of Tomorrow it was. Yes, we saw a surprising death, Hawkman, for Carter. Yeah. Yeah, for Carter. Yes. Yeah, we saw a surprising death. Carter is dead. One of the main characters is dead, which is Carter, Hawkman, aka Hawkman. And yeah, what episode it was. Fantastic episode it was. So yeah. Yes, it was a risk of the time stream if they were going to plan, but it didn't go to plan. So I hope you enjoyed my review, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more DCTV reviews, and coming up later is Dumbleground, Hollyoaks, and Emmerdale. So I hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and I hope you enjoyed my verdict. I hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and see you in a bit. Well, see you later. Bye.